Hi everyone, so I wanted to go ahead and do two other games that are one of those that are kind of like, how do I play it to be successful and have fun with the kids and do it well with QKids? And those two games are going to be the Bridge Builder and Place Map, okay? So this morning I actually had a class that had both of those games in it. It was one of my higher learning classes and the children are older, but normally you'll see this in some of your games that you'll be playing with your kiddos. And so this is called the Bridge Builder. Now I want to go ahead and show you what it looks like for us as a teacher. So as a teacher, we have all of these words up here in the top left-hand corner that we're going to be going over with the kids. So you have up to 4 words to do. Depending on your time and how well your students are doing, you can adjust that and only do like 2 or 3. Or if you're doing really great with the kids and they're very smart and quick with it, you can do all 4, okay? So what we see is a little bit different. They see the same screen that we do, minus this up here. That's not on their screen. So in order to activate the game, you click New Round in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Once you click New Round, you'll see that you can give a hint to each child down here below if they're having difficulty. And so they can't see that hair dryer is the word to go ahead and try to spell. You have to tell them. So I'll say, okay, class, let's go ahead and try to spell together. Here we go. Can you spell hair dryer? Hair dryer. And I say it numerous times, okay? Now, in this example with hair dryer, it's one solid line. Sometimes you get dashes, so then the kids can know exactly how many letters they need to have. But since this is a more accelerated class, QKids doesn't have that. But if I see my kids are struggling, I help a lot. And so, I say, we've got to help Momo get across to her banana. Here we go. I need your help. I need your help. We have to spell hair dryer. Hair dryer. So normally I will go and I'll do this. I'll put it beside the word that we're spelling. And I'll spell hair. And then I'll use my underscore to do the blanks so then they can see how many letters that they need, okay? So we need to have 5. All right, and then I'll make it a little bit bigger and I'll say, okay, hair dryer. We need 5 letters. 5 letters are missing. What are those 5 letters? Hair dryer. And then you can see their progress down here. Their spelling will come up and it'll kind of look like this for each kid. You'll see all of them have hair dryer. I'll do it for the first and the last kid, so then you can see. And I can see when they are getting their letters done. Down here, it types it as they're typing out. And if they get it incorrect as they're typing it, then there's like almost like a black skull, like they did it wrong. That shows up above their name, okay, and their little picture. You can also give each kid a hint if they need some help. I find this to be the hardest slide with the classes that I've taught, just because it is very difficult for them to spell a word when they haven't, been able to see it all the way through. So hair dryer. So I'll go back and say, okay, hair dryer, we need 5 letters, 5 letters. Hair dryer, hair dryer. What letter makes the sound d, 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 hair dryer. Very good. Hair dryer. And then I kind of do like that and try to spell it out, okay? If I click my letters down here for me as a teacher, you can't see it. Like the students can't see what I'm doing on their end. Their screen is their screen. My screen is my screen. So if I'm spelling out hair dryer, on mine by just typing on my own letters, they can't see that, okay? So let me show you what their screen actually looks like. Let's go to certificates and resources. Every teacher has this game video tutorial reference. And we're doing the bridge builder, bridge spelling. All right. Let me show you. We have to, here we go. So this is what their screen looks like. Hold on, let me get a little bit farther in the video and then you can see it. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so this is what their screen looks like. Okay, you can see that it looks similar to ours, but as they're spelling, their little Momo monkey is going across the little bridge that they've got. Okay, so their screen does look a little bit different than ours, and sorry guys, I'm trying to get this on here for you. Hold on tight. All right. Oh, gosh. All right. So you can see my screen looks a certain way. Their screen looks a certain way. So you can see that me as a teacher, I haven't selected, like in this video tutorial that QKids has for us on how to play these games, the Y has not been selected on my end. So my Momo hasn't moved anywhere towards the monkey. Once the student has selected the Y, and it spells out eyes, their Momo monkey has gone across the stone bridge and made it to the other side, and that student has a check mark above their name. You can also see on the teacher screen that this is what I have: new round, eyes, feet, mouth, legs, ears, head, and the student doesn't have any of those words, so they can't see how to spell it, okay? So that is how this game works or looks like from the teacher side, and then as the on the student side. Okay, let me get this back up here for you all so you can see. Hold on one second. All right, everybody. So that's why I do this block right here to help them out if they're really struggling. And then we go ahead and we spell out hair dryer. And I can see the kids' progress down here above their names. And then you can go on to the next one. Remember to reward consistently with diamonds throughout. And then you can say, okay, oh, that was a long one. That was a long word. You guys did a great job. Very good. Let's try another one of our new words. Here we go. Can you spell desk? Desk. And you can see that there's literally not even a D to help them out a little bit, okay? So we're going to say, okay, we need 4 letters. 4 letters. All right, here we go. Desk. 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 What is our first letter? What is our first letter? D. D is our first letter. Desk. Desk. And then I'll put a D on my block here. I can also circle it down here by right-clicking. That gets my blue marker if I right-click desk. And then if I put a D on my screen, it doesn't show up on their screen. They're working completely independent from my screen, okay? And so you can kind of see how they go. If they do desk pretty good, skip closet and go to bed. That's okay. You want the kids to feel accomplished and not completely defeated by this slide, because I guarantee there will be some classes where almost none of the children get some of the words. So you can feel defeated, and that's okay. Just keep on going and try to be pleasant and happy about it. At the very end, I normally say, you guys did such a good job. That was great. And I'll do like fireworks and, you know, put a Superman flying through the sky and stuff like that, and just kind of be silly and goofy with them and tell them what a great job that they've done. Okay, so this is the bridge building game. And this one is a more difficult one to do. Now, our next game that I want to talk about is called the Place Map, and I really like this game. I think it's just because I like, you know, search and find myself when I was a kid. So this is one, I think I've talked about this one before, but I'll go ahead and address it because I had questions about it. So over here in the reference section, it does tell you exactly what you're supposed to do. Listen and place the items, okay? And it does tell you exactly what you need to say in case you are brain stumped on it, okay? So I normally say, okay, class, we need to do a game together. We're going to have so much fun. You need to click and drag. Click and drag. All right, so listen to Teacher Lydia, and let's play together. Here we go. And if you'll notice, none of the kids, stuff is highlighted down here above their names because it doesn't start working until I start it, okay? Click new round. I'm going to click and you drag. Click and drag. So I can see a little shadow of where each item is supposed to go, okay? But on their side, they can't see the shadow. There's like a box, an outline of a box where items should go. They just don't know which item goes where, okay? And I'll say, okay, here we go. Can you put the toy train in front of the table? Put the toy train in front of the table. Good job, everybody. And sometimes it's a first time for a child to play the game, and you can say, you click where your toy train was and drag it. So you say, click, click on toy train, click, click, and hold it and drag. Click and drag. The toy train is in front of the table. Very good, everybody. Click, click. Can you get it? Good job, friends. Good job. You're doing great. And then you'll get a check mark above their little name, and you can see if they've done it well. Once everybody has a check mark, you can say, oh, that's a great job. You all did such a good job with that one. Okay, let's put the yellow marker in the pencil box. Put the yellow marker in the pencil box. Very good. Keep going. You got it, everybody. Come on, you can do it. The yellow marker in the pencil box. And I go like that, and just kind of help them out a little bit. If there's one kid that's not getting it, I'll say, here's the pencil box. Put the yellow marker in the pencil box. You got it. Good job. Good job. So let me show you what it looks like on the kids' end. Once again, go to your certificates and resources. Let's look at our game video tutorial. Place map. Here we go. Let me show you what it's going to look like on their end. Okay, you can see they have boxes. Okay, they have boxes. And their boxes are where the items go. So they can see that an item goes here on the bed. They can see an item goes here on the couch. They can see a train or an item goes under the table, but they don't know what item it is yet until they click and drag it. I know that there's a train here because there's an outline of the train. I can see that there's a toy car supposed to go here because I can see the shadow of the toy car. They don't have a shadow on their screen, they just have a box, okay? I hope this is making sense to you guys and that I'm explaining it okay and it's not a cluster for everybody. Let me get back into it. Here we go, so you guys can see it again. These are probably the two most difficult games. That's why you really need to do your homework when you're playing these games with the kids, so then you can help guide them through it, okay? All right, it does help to go in order. The air conditioner is beside the couch. The air conditioner is beside the couch. Can you click, click, and drag, click, and drag, click, and drag? The air conditioner is beside the couch. And say it nice and slow and repeat it over and over again, okay? Don't click new round unless you're beginning the game. If you click new round, everything starts over on a blank slate. The only time that I've ever had to click new round was by the second item. All of a sudden kids were really like, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then they had missed like the first one or two items. So then I was like, let's start from the beginning. You guys are doing great. Let's start all fresh, all over. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. But normally I don't ever click new round unless it's the very beginning of the game and I'm activating it, okay? And please remember, don't just sit here and say, put the wallet on the couch, or there is a wallet on the couch. The kids can't do that unless you move yours first. That activates it. So then the children can now put the wallet on the couch. So you have to do it, teacher, in order for the kids to do it, okay? So that's how you do the placemat game. And then the bridge spelling game as well, okay? And normally you can use your highlighter a little bit, your spotlight, and say, who's this? who is it? What's her name? And then they'll say Momo Monkey. And you're like, good, it is Momo Monkey. We have to help Momo Monkey. Boop, 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 boop. Get to her. Banana. Here we go. Here we go, friends. Can you spell desk? Desk. And then you hint to the children. You do the box, the spelling text box to try to help them out a little bit. When they get it wrong, I'll show you what happens on their end when they get it wrong. I'm going to select C from here. Parts of the bridge starts to fall apart, okay? So if they get it wrong, then uh-oh, they've lost out and Momo falls down, okay? So that's what they see on their end if they spell it incorrectly. So if you see a kid going, oh, and like kind of giggling, that's because they've just activated this because they've spelled it wrong too many times, okay? So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Keep those questions coming. I love your comments and appreciate you all very much. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Let me know if you guys need anything else. Thanks, everybody. Happy teaching.